Hey guys, it's Ray here at allofourhomes.com, and today I want to share with you an IKEA mudroom for under $500. So today I wanted to share with you how we put together our mudroom for under $500 with just some simple IKEA furniture. So from one neighbor to another, let's jump into it. So our mudroom here is just off of the back door, and we have some windows right here, and we have this entire back wall. So the first thing that I did was to measure the back wall to see how much space we had. You guys may know I am an architect, and I've done a lot of measuring in my life. So using your foot to hold down a tape measure and then to pull and bring it across, and you can actually get from one wall to the other. Here we have around 7 feet and it looks like a couple of inches. So one thing you'll want to make sure that you do when you are measuring is not to measure from the face of the wall, but to measure all the way down from the baseboard, or in this case the quarter round trim, because that's where your furniture will be sitting. And so you want to measure from that quarter round trim all the way to the other side to the edge of the trim on the floor as well. All right, and so the next thing that you want to measure is your ceiling height. So this is another sort of trick of the trade, if you will, for using a tape measure, is you can bend your tape measure and kind of snake it up against a wall here. I also use my foot, press it up against the wall, and just keep pushing it up to get the measurement here. So here we're at 8 feet. All right, so the cabinets that we picked out are the Hemnes cabinets, and these are at around 78 inches. I think they're based in centimeters, so it's between 78 and 79 inches. So that was a good height for us. And we still even have room to put storage on the top. And the two Hemnes cabinets, or I guess these are bookcases that you could get doors with or not. But the two that we got are, this one is around 19 inches, so we have one smaller one and then one larger one. This one is, let's see here, around 35 inches. And so that gave us a little bit of extra space to then add this bench down here. This is also part of the Hemnes series. I thought it looked good with all of this here, and it's a simple white and it fit the dimensions perfectly. So what I had clear here was around 33.5 inches, and this bench itself it looks like 32.5 inches. So I've got just a little bit, like an inch on either side clear. So this bench is actually removable. We haven't connected it to anything. I do like that it's movable because we can always use it if we have guests and put it somewhere else, or sometimes we'll spin it around for, kids to use it as a surface for playing back here. We actually had this set up back here as a little preschool pod when there was the pandemic. So I will link to that video for you all if you want to see how we turn this back room into a preschool. For these larger bookshelves, they are secured to the wall, so we have them anchored up above. So this unit here, this bookcase, is $149, and this one was $129, and the bench is $69 at IKEA. So these boxes here, we just have toys stored in them right now, but they fit perfectly up above these bookcases. And I cannot remember the price of them right now, but I will put that in our blog post and I'll link that in the description box below. And these are the baskets that we use. These are the Nara baskets. I think it's spelled with a K, K-N-A-R-R-A, something like that. These have been discontinued at our IKEA, but you might be able to find them at yours. I think they still have them internationally at the UK. But the size of these fit perfectly within here. So the way that we've been using our mudroom is, instead of having closed cabinets, we just have these baskets for different things. I'll be putting together another video for our mudroom makeover for winter, and it will show all of these different baskets and things labeled and what stuff we're putting inside of them. But here's just to give you an idea of how you could create your mudroom for under $500. So I really like having bookcases instead of having built-in mudroom style furniture, because that way, just with open shelving, you can use it for whatever you need. We have this whole area designated as a pandemic pod playroom. Like I said, I'll link to that video for you all. So we had toys on these shelves, but now we're using them for shoes. So you can really use your IKEA bookcases for anything that you need. So I think traditionally with mudrooms, you'll add hooks on the back here, but that's always bothered me because when you're sitting on the bench, you've got all these coats at your back. It can make it seem kind of uncomfortable. So I prefer to hang up artwork here, and we actually have some hooks on the opposite wall, but it's up to you what you decide if you're going to be using this bench to sit a lot or if you're just using it to put your shoes on. So that is our IKEA hack mudroom for under $500 with all of these bookshelves, the bench, and the baskets. So my next step is to finish our mudroom makeover for the winter. I'm going to get working on some labels and put them on the boxes and the baskets, and we'll be back next week with the entire winter makeover for our mudroom. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for stopping by our home.